We have made it to the last Friday of the longest month of the year. We are almost there, my friends. March upon us soon, but we still got one more February Friday to get through. We got a great show coming up for all of you guys. Happy to have you. It's been a great week. You can always, if you missed any of the great conversations this week, RiverBender.com /daily show. And never miss out. You know, we really have been off to the races. We only have a few more state of the race interviews left until the March 17th primary. Linda Andreas, we're going to get back on the show next week, along with, I believe, Kurt Prenzler will be joining us too. We just had that conversation with Chairman Slesser. All of that available online or wherever you get your podcasts or watch this show. We keep growing, and just great to keep hitting those 100,000 plus just on RiverBender.com alone. Love to see it. Here's what you need to follow around the Riverbend this morning. Make sure you download the RiverBender.com app today, and you'll never miss out. You can also find out that it's a great day to take a half day. 70 degrees awaits us, that weather, in a couple of minutes. But here's what you need to know as we head into the 9 o'clock hour. The Alton Amphitheater is moving to broaden its 2026 lineup with partnering with a new production company and strengthening its commission. At the February 23rd Committee of the Whole meeting, Commission Representative Rob Honke said the venue is shifting to a more intentional long-term strategy aimed at boosting tourism and community engagement. The commission is asking the city to approve Contemporary Productions as its new production partner, citing the company's large event experience and local ties. A resolution is scheduled for March the 9th, with City Council consideration March 11th. Alderman also approved Jared McCain's appointment to the commission. Also in the news today, the East Alton Fire Department responded to another fire again in just a few short days, a brush fire this time in the 200th block of Virginia Street after heavy black smoke was spotted as crews were leaving the station. Mutual aid was requested and Woods River and Roxana Fire Departments assisted at the scene. Firefighters arrived to find smoke and flames coming from a brushy area next to the house where brush and debris appeared to be burning. Crews quickly contained that fire before it could spread to the nearby home or onto surrounding vegetation. No injuries reported. The cause remains under investigation by the East Alton Fire Department. Also in the news today, construction underway on the Courthouse 618 facility at Plummer Family Park. It followed a February 26th groundbreaking that brought together city officials, community leaders, and project sponsors and supporters. The 50,000 square foot indoor facility is designed to expand local recreation with 5 high school regulation basketball courts that can convert into 9 volleyball courts serving youth and adult leagues. Courthouse 618 LLC owner Mark Thomas said the project answers a long-standing need for practice and tournament space and could include a Shoot 360 basketball training franchise, the city leasing the land, and adding 200 public parking spaces. The facility set to open this fall. Also, and as we head to the March 17th primary, the League of Women Voters and the NAACP, they hosted a February 25th candidate forum that featured Madison County Clerk and Recorder candidates Linda Andreas and Kurt Prenzler, as that office was consolidated into one role. Sydney Sinks was the reporter on site for us at RiverBender.com, and Andreas, the incumbent, pointed to her administrative experience and said she's worked to strengthen election confidence, improve communication, and expand fraud alert programs. Prenzler said he no longer supports Andreas, criticizing her record on taxes and elections, submitting a Freedom of Information Act request during the forum. Both addressed voter roll maintenance. Andreas said rolls are purged every 2 years with agency coordination, while Prenzler urged ongoing methodical benchmarking. A full recap on those forums available at RiverBender.com from all the candidates from Sydney Sinks. You can go there at any time to see more details. Finally, in the news today, a federal judge on February the 26th has sentenced Marshall Lampkin, 36 years of age, to 87 months in prison for stealing nearly $300,000 in merchandise from Kohl's through a Kohl's Cash scheme. The court also ordered Lampkin pay $301,000 in restitution and forfeit recovered items. Prosecutors say he repeatedly bought more than $1,000 in-store using Kohl's Cash, then would quickly use the same rewards online before the purchase was posted, returned the store items, and repeated the scam. Investigators linked him to hundreds of transactions across multiple states, shipping goods to storage units and then reselling them on Facebook. A full story on that investigation and that case available in our news section. Let's take a look at weather. Oh man, I've been waiting to talk about weather for Friday all week long. Today, temperatures reach 70 degrees. We'll touch on that in just a couple of minutes. Hey, 47 right now. It feels like 53 out there already. Humidity up at 74%, but today warmer with plenty of sun. Tonight, mostly clear as we head into Saturday, and just an interesting next couple of days. Here's what the air quality is looking like right now. If you're in a sensitive category with asthma or any type of those respiratory conditions, it's in the unhealthy category at 102. Mold counts are low, and the tree levels are low as far as air quality, 300 for mold. Tree levels at 8, but that air quality is at 102 just overall in the unhealthy section. Today, temperatures get the 74 degrees on this last Friday of February, drops down to right around 36 as we head into Saturday. On Saturday, we do see temperatures hit 65, but that rain's there. Sun and some clouds Saturday morning, then breezy with a shower in spots late this afternoon. Or late that afternoon. On Saturday night, breezy in the evening. Otherwise, it'll be cloudy most of the time as we head into Sunday. And this is where everyone's forecasts are starting to look a little bit different than everyone else's, to be quite honest. Everyone's calling for rain, sleet, and snow. We're still calling for rain for the next couple of days here, at least. For Sunday night, 44 for the high, 33 for the low, but we're just calling for rain all day. We aren't going to see temperatures go below freezing, so that should really help out when it comes to the morning commute on Monday. We will see a wintry mix Sunday night. That could be more snow-related. You might see a little bit of sleet at times, but really nothing that we're calling for that really says, watch out Monday morning as of yet. Right now, we're calling for a coating to an inch of snow, and then that rain and sleet at times will be breezy as we head into Monday. On Monday, we'll see a little bit more snow, and that could lead to a little accumulation. We don't know how much yet. Snow, sleet could happen right after that snow, and then an early morning rain to wash it all away. Then we'll be mostly cloudy. Monday night, that rain comes back into the forecast, a low of 38 as we head into Tuesday. And on Tuesday, and really throughout the next 5 days, the next 5 days after Tuesday, it's just going to rain. All next week, a high of 49, a low of 39, and a 95% chance of just a downpour off and on throughout Tuesday. And that's a look at your next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 47 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 52. That red flag warning has been issued for February the 27th, and that is really something important if you guys had any outdoor activities. That is when you have to watch for burning and watch for fire crews in the fields, too. The temperatures will be in the upper 60s to the low 70s, in with that relative humidity and the strong wind gust up to 30 miles an hour this afternoon. They're going to call for that red flag warning. Please advise the appropriate officials or fire crews in the field of this red flag warning, so please watch for any type of burning and make sure you just don't do any of that today and stay safe. And the impacts are, just real quick because we have to get this across, any fire that develops will spread rapidly. Outdoor burning, do not recommend it, and please stay away from it. You can stay up to date on these alerts. You can stay up to date on weather by going to RiverBender.com/weather or by downloading the app today and starting in March. Powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors. Really excited about that one. Before we take a quick break, let me fill you in real quick on our friends at Precision TMS. This is a new way of really handling so much of our mental health battle. If you're somebody out there that has been battling depression or OCD and you've been on prescription medication and it's, working, but it's not working, where it's okay, but, you could really get back to living your life. That's what I love talking with Tom and the patients of Precision TMS. A couple of veterans of our armed forces came on the show the last couple of months, and they just talked about the impact they had. After a few short weeks, just getting back into the swing of things, it's just been fantastic to hear those stories. You can find out more at precisiontms.org.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Welcome back, 9:17 on this 27th day of February. Back in with Robert Christie, board president of Peace United Church of Christ. We couldn't get all that to fit on the line, so I just decided, we'll mention it and then we'll go right into the important stuff. And
that's fine.
With that being said, Robert, really excited to have you on the show and excited to talk about the concert that's coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Fill me in on this. So this is live in concert, and this is going to be a great night of Christian, Southern, and country gospel music.
Yes, we're hosting the Pagets. They're a father-son duo. They perform all around the country. Mm-hmm. They started in 2016. Myron's the father. He has an interesting history. He was a meteorologist, and on their website he mentions, I'm a retired meteorologist, so I can no longer be blamed for the weather.
Hey, honesty,
So now he's out performing with his son Brandon. Brandon
Fantastic.
Has performed pretty much his entire life, and they are going to be at our church. We're hosting them. And it's our first big event since we've reopened the church.
Yeah, can you fill us in on that story a little bit? You mentioned it briefly before we came on the air, and really fascinating to hear the rebuild and the process.
Yeah, the church has been around for a long, long time. Originally founded in 1870 in Jerseyville. Wow. In the current location we're at on Glenda Avenue in Jerseyville, the church burned in April of 24. The sanctuary was partially damaged, a lot of water and smoke damage, and then the rest of the building, the education wing, the offices, the fellowship hall, kitchen, completely destroyed. So we underwent quite a rebuild period, temporarily held services at a closed funeral home's chapel, and we reopened in November, and we're working on getting some events back in there now. And this is our first big one. The Pagets actually reached out to us.
Oh, cool.
Because they had heard we were rebuilding and wanted to know if we would host them, and we said certainly. So February 28th, Saturday, 6 p.m., we hope people will come out and see the Pagets, and you'll get to see our new facility as well.
Well, and for the church, take me through the last couple of months, because I'm sure the process alone of getting into a new facility is stressful, and I couldn't imagine the story that you could tell with just probably getting there, and making it. All the insights that come with it. But to be in your new spot by November, that's gotta, those last couple months, especially in that time of the year with Christmas, take me through what that's like, to finally get to celebrate the milestone together.
Yeah, it was quite a journey. We wouldn't be where we are without he's our church administrator, but he was our building manager, or construction manager, Harlan Simpson. He was our manager. He knows what he wants, and he will get it. So he fought the battles mostly with the contractors and the insurance company, because you've got both of them to deal with, and not everybody does what you ask, and things don't always turn out exactly as planned. But it was and we had some weather issues too.
Oh yeah,
every time you're ready to do concrete or something, it rains.
The monsoon season came.
Yeah, so it was a challenge, but we got there, and the opening had been delayed several times because we were hoping to be 1 year, which that was a real kind of aggressive plan. But so April 25 didn't happen, but we did end up in there 1st of November of 25.
Yeah, well, and if it's okay for me to ask, as a church, I'm sure even though it's a tough journey, what a great testament of faith too, because there's nothing that could be more stressful than a new building. And like you said, when you're going into a different location and you don't lose them, but people get displaced and trying to bring everybody back. I'm sure just to really live that experience and live that journey has got to be fulfilling to see this all the way through too.
It is, and that's kind of that's the way we viewed it. It was quite a journey, but it was a testament to the faith and the dedication for the people there at the church, because some people don't stick with it, some people do disperse when you're displaced, and we are hoping to get some people back. And I know now with things the way they are in the world, a lot of people are rethinking, maybe I want to go to a church or something. So we're certainly open to having anyone come and visit. So any Sunday, anyone's welcome to come and give it a try. We don't have any expectations of you or anything, but it's come out to a nice church, a beautiful sanctuary. We have one of the things that we really worked on was trying to get a nice commercial kitchen and a fellowship hall where we could host events, wedding receptions, any types of events. We seat up to, I think, 225 in the fellowship hall. That's really a lot of people in there, but we can do less. But it's a beautiful facility. We also have a conference room that if anybody at business would like to have a conference room, we do rent those out as well. But it was a journey, and it's a real testament to what can be done when you have faith.
Yeah. Well, and how long have you been a member of the church?
I've been a member, I don't know when we first started going. My wife and I, she's from Jerseyville.
Okay.
We lived in the St. Louis area, University City in Clayton for a while. And we would drive up here on Sundays and go to church up here.
Oh, wow.
Some of her family, her cousin kind of got her there, and her 91-year-old cousin, Bob, got her interested in it. And
nice.
So we have been coming for several years, probably, I guess, 4. And then, the church needed some new leadership. They wanted to get some more people involved. So we were like, well, sure, we'll join the board when they ask. So it is interesting to see what goes into actually running a church and the operation. And a lot of people don't realize it's not simple.
I couldn't imagine, because there's just the funding aspect alone, and really making sure you can keep on, doing the things that you become known for too. Before we wrap up this conversation, a couple minutes left on this. Take me through how much are tickets for tomorrow's show?
The tickets, it's actually free.
Oh, wow.
What the Padgetts usually do, they do what's called a free will love offering.
Okay.
So it's an offering voluntary to compensate the performers, and that's what they're asking for. It's not required. There is, like I said, there is no admission at the door or anything. You just come in, you enjoy the concert, and if you feel wanting to give in the free will offering, you can certainly do so.
Absolutely. And now, how many opportunities do you guys try to put on concerts or different events for the community to come in and really just enjoy?
We are still working on planning a lot of that. So what we do have an event coming up on May 7th. We have a salad luncheon, which I was not around for these in the past, but Peace United Church of Christ is in Jerseyville is known for apparently their salad luncheons. So there will be tickets sold for that. People can order tickets, buy tickets, and we'll provide a variety of things. Salad luncheon, I always thought, regular salad with lettuce and Caesar, but there's all kinds of other things in there. Apparently they were known for the ham loaf and other types of things. So, but that's coming back, and we had a pizza day at the very first service. We followed it up with a pizza day. I make pizzas, Quad Cities style pizza.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to do more of that as well. So we will have some pizza events. We will have some other events. And we do once a month at the after church service, the last Sunday of the month, we also have a kind of I don't know, we're kind of calling it something else, but I'll call it potluck because I can't think of it. But where people bring stuff, and we will sometimes, just like we did a pancake after church.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like
one
that.
Time. So a little bit of things like that we are starting with, and we will eventually branch out and do a little bit more. Just running through some ideas at the moment, and but I do have an Instagram page where we're posting everything on there.
Okay.
So that's where we post our events. Working on getting it tied to a Facebook, but anyway, that's we'll do some events.
When are service times?
Service time, we have service at 10 a.m. on Sundays. Every Sunday, and it is the Pastor Deb. She does have it on YouTube as well.
Okay.
So I did notice that. I watched it on Facebook as well a few times. But yeah, so we are out there. We're trying to get a little bit more exposure and presence in the community, and build it back to kind of what it was at one time. Because at one time the church was full. So we're a small congregation now, but growing.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
It always does. And you have an opportunity to hang out with Peace United Church of Christ this Saturday, tomorrow, February the 28th. I'm just glad it's not a leap year. And a great opportunity at 6 p.m. over there. 23098 Glenda Avenue. We'll link it all. Live in concert. This is going to be awesome. The Padgetts, correct?
The Padgetts.
The Padgetts.
Yes.
I put too much emphasis on it.
That's all right.
You can join them for a night of Christian, Southern, and country gospel music, blending traditional hymns with modern gospel, country, gospel, and bluegrass influences, sharing a message of faith and hope through music. Robert, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, CJ. Appreciate it.
We'll take a quick break. 9:28's the time on this Friday morning. 50 degrees already. I'm loving it. We'll come back with more next.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation, Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Perceived an unperceivable spark that ignited this supernatural ignition, beguiled this novice from apprentice to master magician. The inventor is himself an invention, receivers pointed in heaven's direction, unveiling gadgets, gizmos, machines, and mechanisms beyond human conception. Riding the lightning at the top of my game, my will and my wish are now one and the same. Calm, cool, collected, wired to the divine, meandering through the labyrinth, hiding inside my mind. Found the key that unlocked the lock. I was the only one who wasn't shocked. I'm just getting started. Just watch. Riding the lightning at the top of my game. My will and my wish are now one and the same. Calm, cool, collected, wired to the divine, meandering through the labyrinth, hiding inside my riding the lightning at the top of my game. My will and my wish are now one and the same. Calm, cool, collected, wired to the divine, meandering through the labyrinth, hiding inside my mind. Meandering through the labyrinth.
It's amazing what you can do with locally. Okay, welcome back in. I let this run because that is just badass. I love that. That's great.
Thanks so much. It's an absolute 100% pleasure to be here.
This is awesome. Mark Rodgers joins us now. Nikola Tesla, Light It Up.
That's
an original rock opera. This is going to be cool.
Well, thank you so much. It's debuting at the Del Mar Hall here in St. Louis. This is the worldwide premiere of it on June 20th, Saturday night at 7:30. And we have 13 original songs. And they follow the life of this absolutely monster man. I mean, literally, he is the Leonardo da Vinci of the 20th century.
You know, it's so fascinating to me because it seems like over the last couple of decades, you know, even though Tesla, you know, at the time was still, you know, revered, you know, by some, it seems like our generation really has come to understand just how brilliant he really was because he was undervalued, I think.
Oh my God, yes, and everything that we touch in our life, when we turn on that light switch, it's because of him.
How many people think Edison though instead of Tesla for that?
Oh, they hated each other.
Yeah,
they hated each other. In fact, Tesla, when he came over from Europe, his first job was with Edison, and he actually worked for a very short time with the Edison Electric Company over in Europe. And when they got over there, it was oil and water. They couldn't stand it, and even Tesla said that he could not believe Edison got as far as he did in life. That Edison was kind of a trial and error kind of guy.
Yeah,
and that's what he did. But Nikola Tesla had all the education. He had it all figured out. He knew all the math. He knew everything.
It was him.
It was him.
Yeah. Well, and now before we go into all this, all the fun of this, you know, take me through what leads up to even developing a show about Nikola Tesla because it's so creative, but it ties so much. It ties in together because when I hear rock opera and Tesla, I'm like. At first I went, how does that tie in? And then hearing the song, it all makes sense. Hearing the music.
Thanks so much. Yeah, because I've been with the Da Vinci Michelangelo experience.
Incredible, yeah.
This worldwide touring show for the last 10 years. And Tesla, they hated each other. Da Vinci and Michelangelo hated each other. And I wanted to come up with another play. And I thought, well, who am I going to get? And I went, well, there's Tesla and Edison, Tesla's always fascinated me. And I said, we ought to get a conflict of them going. Well, the more I started to look into it, Edison was really not a nice guy.
Yeah, from what I heard, didn't he steal a lot of people? He patented a lot of others.
Well, he bought them and put his name on them. And actually, I have a whole song about that in this show. We'll play it. It's called "Money and Imagination." But and I wanted to give him this platform because you just don't know what he did and how he did it.
Yeah. Well, and now, so take me through the reception you have with the Da Vinci Michelangelo experience. Did it surprise you that 10 years? Because that's a long time for any piece, and you're able to travel and you're able to go and tour the world and do these things. Did it surprise you the reception of it from the public, and is that why it's so easy to go and not easy, but makes the decision easier to go and try to produce a new concept?
Well, the interesting part about that that made it so exciting for me was nobody knew this.
Yeah,
nobody knew that Da Vinci hated Michelangelo. Mm-hmm. They were constant competitors, and Da Vinci was tall and handsome, gregarious. Everybody wanted to be associated with Da Vinci, and Michelangelo was small and diminutive. And in fact, his entire life, he said that he hated the way that he looked.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I wanted to create that, and it came out so beautiful in our experience, in our multimedia show, and I wanted to get that to the next level. I thought, man, I got to do something else. And but when I started looking into this Tesla thing, it just blew me away.
Well, and I'm sure the way that you can tell that story on stage, too, is just going to be very, very fascinating because there's so many different ways that you can go about it.
Well, actually, exactly right. It actually started out to be a musical.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
We started to be a musical.
Makes sense.
And I was going to do a musical, and then, I don't know if you know about musicals, you need millions to put on a musical.
No kidding.
Oh, millions. In fact, Sting, who we know and love, Sting, he put on a musical a year and a half ago. It was called The Last Ship up in New York, and he promptly lost $15 million.
Wow!
And he went on a year and a half tour worldwide tour after that show closed just to get his money back.
Is that why he was with Billy Joel at Bush?
That's right.
I saw
It was
this show.
everybody.
I helped contribute
He
to
came
that.
back through St. Louis 3 times that year. He wanted to get his money back. So I said this to my good friend. I've got 2 good friends. I got one with CBS out in Los Angeles. I got one with Disney.
Yeah.
And when I got out of college, I actually worked for CBS, and my brother and I worked for CBS. And I sat there. I said, "Hey, listen, you got to hear this. You got to hear these songs." And I sent it out to my buddy at CBS, and he says, Mark, he says, hey, I got to tell you. He says, to be honest with you, you're never going to make this into a musical. You know that, right? Uh-huh. And I said, yeah, I know it. It's just too expensive. It's just too much whatever. He goes, Mark goes, but he goes, usually with a musical, when you go to, except for Andrew Lloyd Webber, but when you go to a musical, you get there's like 1 or 2 good songs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. There's one song here, one song there. There's one song that's pretty good. Anyway, Paul setting me off of CBS, he said, Mark goes, each one of these songs are standalone. I go, well, thanks, Paul. I really appreciate it. I said, I really think that's really cool. He says, what you have here? And I said, what do you have? He goes, make it a rock opera. He goes, every musician in St. Louis. You grew up in St. Louis. I went to Berkeley College.
Okay.
And every musician in St. Louis. And I said, and this idea clicked. And I said, I can do that in my sleep. And I went, and so then I got hold of this Jason Nelson band here in St. Louis. You know who he is?
I've heard of him, yes.
He's a magnificent performer. He is rock and roll gold, and entertainment gold here in St. Louis. And this friend of mine said, you ought to go over see him at one of his shows. He was doing a Queen tribute or whatever. So I went over with my girlfriend. He was in St. Charles or someplace. And I went up to him, and he came out on stage. And he blew the place apart. And I looked over to my girlfriend, Sherry, and I said, Sherry, do you know who he is? And Sherry said, I know exactly who he is. I said, who is he? He goes, he's your Tesla.
That's incredible.
And I said, my God, he sure is. So at the end of the thing, he came walking out at the end of the set. He came walking up, and he didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? And I said, hey, Jason, I got something to you. I'm Mark Rodgers. I do this play. We ran off Broadway. And all this kind of stuff. And you don't know who I am, but I got this rock opera I'm working on. I'm going to go rock opera by Nikola Tesla, and I want you to be Nikola Tesla. And he said. And he didn't even hear the songs. He goes, put me down.
No kidding.
I'm done. Yeah.
It's meant to be then at that point.
Yeah. So we have his whole band.
Yeah.
We're adding. There are going to be 8 pieces. We're going to put in a cello, a violin, and we are going to rock. But it's just not rock. It's Broadway.
Yeah.
We got country songs. We've got like Broadway musical songs. So it really is an opera. It really is an opera.
Man, this is fantastic. So when are we going to be able to see this for the first
For
time?
the very first time is June 20th at the Delmar Hall. It's right next to the pageant.
There is a Facebook page up for it right now, too. We have it on the screen.
Exactly
I found
right.
it. And Delmar Hall has it posted. You can go right there. It's Saturday, June the 20th at 7:30 p.m. You can go get tickets, too. It'll take you right to links for that as well.
Exactly.
And what a great venue and atmosphere, really, for a rock opera, too. I mean, that really, I think, is a great place to kick this off.
Well, we are thrilled.
Yeah.
We are absolutely thrilled. Also, I want to remind people, if you get a chance to get over in the St. Louis area, you can say, with these tickets nowadays, the pricing at the service fees.
Yeah.
But if you stop by the Delmar Hall box office, I think they'll run on Tuesday and Thursday, and 2 hours before each one of their shows, you can buy them at face value.
Oh yeah, really
so
cool.
you save a lot. You do save a lot.
Well,
so if you get a chance to get over there, you can buy it if you buy it with cash, you save a bunch of money.
This is going to be really cool. Why don't we do this? We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more. And every time we come back, we'll just hear more music.
That sounds fantastic.
It helps me. I get to pay bills, and we get to hear more great music. You guys stay there, and we'll be back in the studio 9:43 on this 27th day of February. The year that February was almost over.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS
Welcome to the World's Fair, the Columbian Exhibition. I have a gift for everyone here tonight, straight from my imagination. The second I throw this switch, 200,000 lights will be lit, one for every millennial of mankind who cursed the night, waiting for the sun to rise. Attention all in the court of honor, to Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Who have ever dreamt of an Emerald City? Seth has been dealt the fatal blow. Fountain shooting skyward as cannons sound, the first American automobile, George Ferris's new spinning wheel. Electric sun will rise at night, illuminating the Champs-Élysées, the streets of Rome, Piccadilly Square, the lights on Broadway, beckoning Dorothy, Tin Man, Lion and Scarecrow to the end of the yellow brick road. The Merlin behind the curtain, the electrical god. I am the original Wizard of Oz.
Welcome back. I like that a lot. That's
much. You know, that's an incredible story about Nikola Tesla that goes with that. When he won the contract to light up the Columbian exhibition in 1893, and he beat out Thomas Edison for that. He had alternating current, Thomas Edison had direct current. And when Thomas Edison didn't get that bed, he was mad as can be. In fact, he was so mad, he refused to sell Tesla and Westinghouse his incandescent bulbs that they needed to light the Midway, the Grand Tour, the Chord of Honor, they called it. So literally, Tesla and Westinghouse had to invent a new light bulb overnight, and they called it the double stopper light bulb. It got them through the exhibition. They actually had to change out 200,000 light bulbs every night after the exhibition, and so he invented. So they invented this stop bulbs. Anyway, Nikola Tesla himself was in Chicago on May 1st, the evening of May 1st, 1893, and literally threw the switch that lit up 200,000 light bulbs at one time on the Chord of Honor. They said it was the greatest display of lighting the history of the world had ever seen up until that point. Do you know who was in the crowd that night that witnessed this?
No.
His name was L. Frank Baum. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who was L. Frank Baum?
No idea.
He was a writer. And what did he write? The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
Right. And he remembered that night,
Okay.
May 1st, 1893, when Nikola Tesla threw that switch that lit up 200,000 light bulbs at one time. And when he wrote The Wizard of Oz at the turn of the century, that became his inspiration for the Emerald City.
Wow.
So we can say, without fear of any reprisal whatsoever, that Nikola Tesla truly is the original Wizard of Oz, and that's when that's where the song comes from. I am the original Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain. I am the original Wizard of Oz.
How do you put these pieces together? I know that sounds trivial for me to ask, but because you're able to transition from so many different genres without missing the original soundtrack and still being
Right.
different. It's a really, to me, we were talking about this. You're so right about the musicals. You have one or two really good hits, the A and the B side, if you will.
Right.
And then there's just the bed music in between.
Right.
Here, there's a lot of pieces that every one of them I've heard is one that you're going to remember going home.
Thank you so much. It's each one standalone.
Yeah.
And that's what my buddy out in L.A. said. He said, he came out, he goes, Mark, you got to transition past this. Because you're going to lose. Don't be Sting.
Yeah, don't be Sting.
Don't be Sting.
That's going to be the title of the interview. Don't be Sting.
Don't be Sting. So it's just been a blast. It's been absolutely totally rewarding. And when I wrote them and I got them down and I put them into I put them in the composition program, and then when I actually heard them back, the first time I heard them back from the orchestration program, it was just when you hear them come to life. But I cannot wait. I cannot for everybody out there, your listeners, to hear this live on June 20th with the Jason Elson Band.
And now, not to cut you off there, Mark, but after June 20th, is this going to be a recurring event, or are we going to?
Oh, absolutely!
Okay.
I'm already talking. They're already talking about us have us out in Las Vegas. They're already well, how cool would that be?
That would be awesome.
And then we're also going to go around. We also have we're also be touring a lot. This is just the very beginning. This is just the first step in where we're going.
I'm excited to be a part of the ride here.
It's fun to be St. Louis. I mean, in St. Louis, St. Louis is incredible, and St. Louis is rock and roll too. So
it is, and I got to ask you, the tie-ins are just amazing too, to with the World's Fair and all of this, for where you can really just love where you live in that moment too. For all the audience, there's a true connection there.
And actually Tesla has a great connection to St. Louis.
Yeah.
He always needed money.
Yeah.
We always need money. Anyway, he put together all these electric road shows, light shows, that he went around the country and to make money.
Wow.
And he was actually in the thing, and they had like sparks coming out of him, and it was really kind of amazing. Well, anyway, the last one he did was right here in St. Louis at the St. Louis Exhibition Hall, and which is now the St. Louis. They tore it down. It's now the St. Louis Public Library, but it was right here. Anyway, he was kind of an internal guy. Mm-hmm. He really was. And at the end of the show, he literally got mobbed. The people they just wanted to touch him. They just wanted to be with him. Anyway, it scared him to death, and that was the last one he did. Wow. So the last one he did was right here in St. Louis at the St. Louis Exhibition Hall, downtown St. Louis.
It's just fantastic. And so as you're putting all this together, what did you take away from Tesla, the person, the most?
Well, I'm so glad you asked me that. You know, his mother. His mother was a true genius. His mother gave him all the tools that he needed to become Tesla. She was an inventor around the house. She would invent little things over in his hometown, and she was so incredible. She was really, truly the hand that rocked the cradle, and it is so important. And that's the very first song in our show. And the chorus line, and the hand that rocked the cradle will rule the world at last, and that he gave him the power. I guess the idea I want to get across is the power that each one of us have to affect the next person, and she really ignited the ignition with Nikola Tesla.
What a great story. What a great tie into that. What's the name of the piece?
Yeah, Born Tesla.
Fantastic. So why don't we do this? We'll take another break for top of the hour, come back, chat it up some more, and this is Born Tesla.
Yeah, play Born Tesla.
There you go. We'll see you. Top of the hour rolls around the corner, RiverBender.com, Roku TV, Apple Podcasts. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's our daily show on this 27th day of February. More next.
Born at midnight through a thundering tempest, a child of the storm, the midwife cried, oh no, he will be known as a child of light. I replied, in the routine of performing the mechanics of living, I'm apt to forget the inner child at my side. Stepping stones, a guide, a path I must give him to help him along his way in life. The ordinary will become the extraordinary. His reach will now exceed his grasp. The hand that rocked the cradle will rule the world at last.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
The 3-hour train ride from Midtown to Shoreham, on cliffs overlooking Long Island Sound. Then an hour-long carriage ride through the countryside, transforming Wardenclyffe's farmer's field, where the next wonder of the world will be found. A wireless system for communication and power, a grand vision, a 187-foot wooden tower, a 55-ton steel sphere on top, covered with a thin layer of copper, a shaft with 16 iron pipes, driven 100 feet into the ground. Currents, vibrations will seize hold of the earth. An endless river, Wardenclyffe will deliver. The planet itself will begin to quiver. No mortal or deity ever imagined or asked, never undertook such a Herculean task. A worldwide free distribution of energy, connecting all the corners of the globe, wherever you may be. Whoa! No mortal or deity ever imagined or asked, never undertook such a Herculean task. A worldwide free distribution of energy, connecting all the corners of the globe, wherever you may be. Whoa! Wherever you, wherever you, the powers that be don't want
10 o'clock rolls on in downtown Alton, 10:03. Back with Mark Rodgers, Nikola Tesla.
We're thrilled to be here.
Light it up. An original rock opera coming your way to Delmar, to the Delmar Hall.
Delmar Hall, June 20th.
Sorry, I had an old sponsor that I thought of, and I went, almost said their name. No, this is going to be really cool, June the 20th, and take me through the song Wardenclyffe, because, you know, this really, you've been talking about it a couple of times now, really impactful song on this one.
Yeah, Wardenclyffe was supposed to be one of his greatest inventions. Mm-hmm. He was, and designs. He was on, his idea was he wanted to give and supply free electric energy, wireless, to the world, touching all the corners of the globe. And he was going to build this 187-foot tower that was going to on Long Island outside in Warrencliffe, New York. And he got that. He always needed money. He got J.P. Morgan to support him on it. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, J.P. Morgan shows up the one day, and he looks up and he sees all this going on, and they're spending a lot of money making this tower. And the first thing he asks was, he goes up, "Hey, where's the meter on this thing? Mm-hmm. Where's the meter?" Which means he couldn't do it. He goes, "No, it's going to be free. It's going to be free to the world."
Wow.
And J.P. Morgan cut him off immediately.
Really?
He cut him off immediately. And he couldn't see the vision. He just could not see to help humanity. And that's what that entire song is about. There's no mortal or deity ever imagined or asked, never undertook such a Herculean task. Wow. And that is truly what Nikola Tesla was.
I just think it's incredible that, you're able to tell such an important story through this music, because, it really showcases, I think, so many things that, the what could have been, if the monopolies of the world and the higher powers that be and all the corrupt, bullshit, quite frankly, that happens. To me, if I'm writing this, it fires you up almost. It would fire me up going, what could have happened if, these conversations went differently, or if there was a different viewpoint somewhere.
Right. Well, it's just the, it seems like they just want total control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so but he had that envision that it was actually given to him by his mother to help humanity. And at the end of his life, to be kind of honestly, he kind of got soured a little bit because everybody has stolen his ideas. Yep. And they were manufacturing. $1 billion corporations were created, and he didn't get a penny. Yeah. And he actually died. Unfortunately, he died penniless, and in New York City.
Really?
At the New Yorker Hotel, and in fact, his room is still there. It was 3327 at the New Yorker. And he actually died penniless. And he actually had you want to hear the conspiracy theory on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually had, we're going to play that piece before we leave, that he actually had an idea he hated war. And he wanted to bring peace to the world. And he had a dome. I'm not joking. He had a dome, a laser beam that he called the Teleforce Ray, that he was going to give to the entire world, to each individual country, that was going to make war obsolete.
Wow. And
then the conspiracy theory is, you want to hear this one? That he was supposed to go to the president of the United States and present it to him that the next day. And he ended up dead that night.
Wow.
Wow, that's a conspiracy theory.
That's one that you can think about for a little.
know.
So, when you're writing this and you're composing it, take me through how you showcase Tesla as the person changing and evolving throughout this, because like you said, at the end of his life, he starts to get a little bit sour towards, the ideas that are stolen from him. Do you showcase that through the music as time goes on, and how were you able to do that too? Yeah,
absolutely. The one song that we have is called "Liars, Thieves, and Knaves, Highwaymen, and Banditos." And that song it talks about how they just stole everything from him.
Yeah.
They just stole him. And he could have been, and I actually say in the song, from Tesla's perspective, I only have myself to blame. Mm-hmm. And really, he should have locked down his ideas better than he did. But he always had the genius of him was he always needed money. He always needed to get onto the next project, and he always believed he could come up with the next new idea to get the next money in.
Yeah,
he never doubted himself, and he never doubted that he couldn't get to the next level.
I love it. So, before, as we're talking about this, what do you hope the audience takes away the most from the Lighted Up show?
Well, the idea that is not only the genius of the man, but the humanity of the man, and how everything that he does touches every part of our life. Mm-hmm. But if there's anything that I would like to go, he goes, if they walk out of that place, they go, I can do this. I can make this happen. Look at this happen. If we have one idea, if you have one part, so if I can inspire anybody in one way to see what this one man did. And if somebody walks out and they go, I can do that. I can make that to the next step. I got an idea. Let's do it. If I can inspire somebody in that way to take that, to turn that page, it'd be the greatest happiness in my life.
How long did it take you to put all this together?
Oh, 4 years.
4 years. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Do you take any inspiration away from outside influences on this project, or do you have to stay strictly into the Tesla world? The reason I'm asking is it seems like to me I'd get distracted with different influences when you're focusing on just that one individual, but I'm not experienced on that.
No, I listen to everything. I mean, I listen to everything. I listen to movies. I listen to everything. I mean, I know more about him now than I know about Da Vinci, which I can't believe now. I read 20 books on him.
Wow.
And so you just find out so much, and the more you get into it, the more you get it just, and you find out what he said and what he did, and how each one applies. Like he wrote on the one song. I wrote the one greatest line. He said, when J.P. Morgan was pulling the plug on him, he wrote him an emotional letter asking him not to do that. And he said, to achieve a great result is one thing, but to achieve it at the right time is another.
Yeah.
And then there came one that I thought, oh my God, what a great line that is. So I put in, but he believed the whole world was ruled by numbers, by 3, 6, and 9. Now, did you know that?
Really?
Whenever he went around a building, he'd walk around it 3 times before he'd walk into it. And it was 3, he believes the numbers 3, 6, and 9 rule the universe. Wow. So the one line of the song goes 3, 6, 9, living life by the numbers. To achieve a great result is one thing. To achieve it at the right time is another.
This is just fantastic. And this is going to be Light It Up, an original rock opera. It's performed by the Jason Nelson Band. How that story came to be is just such a cool one, too. We were talking about that earlier.
I'm thrilled that he is playing. He is one of the premier entertainers here in St. Louis.
You can go to the Facebook event page. This will take you right there to it. Oh, I'm on the picture still. It'll take you right there to it. Delmar Hall is the event host, and it'll give you right to the ticket link. Or you could just show up to Delmar Hall, like you said, Tuesday, Thursday, as box office is open.
Or 1 hour between each one of the shows.
Okay.
Before the shows. And during the week, you got the behind the shows. You can buy the face value with no ticketing fees.
And now, where are you at in the process as you get up to June 20th? What does that look like for you in terms of setup? Is it just, are you guys kind of in the state of, we're ready to go?
Well, no, we're in rehearsal right now. We're in rehearsal right now with the band.
Okay.
So we're in the rehearsal right now with the band, and we're writing out all the lighting cues, and we're just making sure everything goes all right. We're not going to have a chance to do a preview. Like you come off Broadway, like on those Broadway shows, they'll do 4 months of previews.
Really?
Or 4 weeks or 6 weeks of previews before they have opening night.
No kidding.
Yeah, they have discounted tickets, and then they have the opening night. We're really not going to have that opportunity. But Jason, he's
a pro.
He's a mess. He plays out 3 times a week. He does those. So he's. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this at all.
This is just going to be a great night. We hope to see you there on June the 20th. What's our final song that you wanted to?
Well, I'm going to do his biggest invention. Was this Teleforce Ray?
Okay.
And let's end with Peace.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, please join us as you get closer and closer. We'd love to hear how the journey's been as we get closer to June 20th, and we'll see you there.
That sounds great. I can't wait to see you there.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. But now, a quick break. But before we get to the break, here's Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this moment, the consequence of my birth, to reveal my invention of inventions, the reason I was placed here on earth. Imagine a particle beam so powerful, an instrument capable of projecting a focused stream of energy across the sky, unimaginable until today. not a weapon of aggression, but protection, an invisible shield, a teleforce ray, a wall of power, a single beam, a spear of light, a sentinel soldier standing guard through the endless night. The thunder of guns will be silenced, the tears of our mothers will cease. We will emerge from the bonds, the shackles, the chains of war. War will become obsolete. I love you all so much. Peace.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Daily Show. 10:18, a little bit of change on this. 27th day of February. Here's what you need to know. Top of the hour news now. East Alton Fire Department again responding to another fire, this time a brush fire in the 200 block of Virginia Street after heavy black smoke was spotted as crews were leaving the station. Mutual aid requested with the Wood River and Roxana Fire Departments assisting at the scene. Firefighters arrived to find smoke and flames coming from a brushy area next to a house where brush and debris appeared to be burning. Crews quickly contained the fire before it could spread to the nearby home or into surrounding vegetation. No injuries reported and the cause remains under investigation. The Alton Amphitheater is moving to broaden its 2026 lineup by partnering with a new production company and strengthening its commission. At the February 23rd Committee of the Whole meeting, Commission Representative Rob Honke said that the venue is shifting to a more intentional long-term strategy aimed at boosting tourism and community engagement. The Commission is asking the city to approve Contemporary Productions as its new production partner, citing the company's large event experience like the Evolution Festival and local ties. A resolution is scheduled for March 9th with City Council consideration on March 11th. Alderman also approved Jared McCain's appointment to the Amphitheater Commission. The Illinois State Police say East St. Louis has recorded its fewest homicides in 45 years, crediting the Public Safety Enforcement Group that was created in 2020 to curb gun violence and strengthen investigations. As of February the 27th, ISP reports homicides dropped 56% and non-fatal shootings fell 61% from 2020 through 2025. Now in 2025, PSEG, the Public Safety Enforcement Group, opened nearly 280 violent crime cases, including 15 homicides, and special agents cleared 100% of those homicide investigations. The strategy combines targeted enforcement, dedicated investigators, new technology like license plate reader cameras, coordination with local police, and deep community partnerships, including trauma service referrals for youth and families. More details available at RiverBender.com/news. Construction is now underway at the Courthouse 618 at Plummer Family Park following a February 26 groundbreaking that brought together city officials, community leaders, and project supporters. The 50,000 square foot indoor facility is designed to expand local recreation with 5 high school regulation basketball courts that can convert into 9 volleyball courts that serve youth and adult leagues. Courthouse 618 LLC owner Mark Thomas said the project answers a long-standing need for practice and tournament space and could include a Shoot 360 basketball training franchise. The city is leasing the land and adding 200 public parking spaces. The facility expected to open in fall 2026. With the March 17th primary approaching, the League of Women Voters and the NAACP hosted a February 25th candidate forum featuring Republican Madison County Clerk candidates Linda Andreas and Kurt Prenzler. Andreas, the incumbent, pointed to her administrative experience and said she's worked to strengthen election confidence, improve communication, and expand on fraud alert programs. Prenzler said he no longer supports Andreas, criticizing her record on taxes and elections and submitting a Freedom of Information Act request during that forum. Both addressed voter roll maintenance. Andreas said rolls are purged every 2 years with agency coordination, while Prenzler urged ongoing methodical benchmarking. Full details available at RiverBender.com/news. More on the candidate platforms with that League of Women Voters and NAACP event. They hosted that candidate forum in Edwardsville, and they also hosted it with the Illinois 13th Congressional District candidates. Democrat Dylan Blaha and Republicans Jeff Wilson and Joshua Lloyd introduced themselves and contrasted priorities. Incumbent Budzinski not present. Blaha, an Army veteran and former cancer research scientist, called for Medicare for all, higher taxes on billionaires and corporations, and stronger unions. Wilson, a Navy veteran and county board member, emphasized border security, public safety, and congressional limits. Lloyd promoted nuclear energy, educational improvements, and returning more money to the district. A full detailed report on that forum with the District 13 candidates available. RiverBender.com/news. And on top of that, Illinois House 109 district candidate Zachary Meyer, a Republican, appeared while Charlie Meyer was unable to attend. Meyer Zachary Meyer, spelled Meyer, is an attorney and professor who has built his own law firm, said he wants to defend free speech, oppose tax increases, and keep government accountable for working families. Asked about state versus federal power, he cited the 10th Amendment. On immigration, he supported legal, structured pathways and promoted nuclear energy, including small modular reactors. More details on that forum and conversation available at RiverBender.com/news. Roxana is heading into the Roxana Boys Basketball Regional Championship. This happened after a 54-48 win over Metro East Lutheran on Wednesday. Aiden Stim scored 24, leading the Shells and delivering key offense down the stretch. Sean Maybury added 13, while Keelan Crawford finished with 7, and Jordan Roach scored 6. Metro East Lutheran was led by Caleb Turney with 15 points, and Landon Jefferson chipped in 11. Roxana now turns into a rivalry matchup with Marquette Catholic. It'll be at 7 p.m. tonight, February the 27th. Marquette Catholic, they got a 23-9 record on the year. We'll keep you updated, RiverBender.com/sports. We'll take you right to weather. 53 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 60 out there. Today, warmer with plenty of sun, and tonight, mostly clear. Air quality at 84, which is moderate, and mold counts are low. The UV index moderate today as well. Temperatures reach 74 degrees today. Oh my goodness, I'm ready. Dropping down to 36 overnight, but there's still time for some fun in the sun. Tomorrow, Saturday, temperatures reach 63 degrees, drop down to 26 overnight with the 50% chance of rain in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, here's where it gets weird, folks. High of 44, a low of 33. And now with that, they are calling for rain. That's what we're going to be getting while the temperatures are above 40 degrees into late in the afternoon. On Sunday night, there's going to be some snow, sleet, and there even will be breaks of that sleet for more rain at times. That's what will kind of wash some of that snow down. It'll be breezy in the evening. Now, we're going to say temperatures stay above freezing. Now, it'll be a coating to an inch of snow Sunday night. Here's where it comes into a little bit of an issue for us right now. As Sunday, like I said, high of 44, low of 33. And a coating to an inch of snow is what we're calling for. Sleet and rains at time, breezy in the evening. That chance at 95%. Now, Monday morning, snow, sleet, and rain early. We're talking midnight to 1 to 2, and we're going to call for accumulating snow just at this time. It could change. On Monday, a high of 47, a low of 38, but the rain will wash that all away. Now, here is where it's going to be a little bit fun. Spring's coming. Spring's here on Tuesday. Rain starts, and it does not stop all week. On Tuesday, the 3rd of March, a high of 52, a low of 42, and rain all throughout the day. On Tuesday morning, periods of rain, and then that will transition into just heavy showers all throughout the rest of the evening. That's a look at your next 5 days. If you don't have your dehumidifier on now, my friends, time to do it. You can stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the RiverBender.com weather app today. Now powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors. Super excited about that one. You can also download the RiverBender.com app or call 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. Quick break. 10:30. Daily Show continues in the 10 o'clock hour next.
Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
.21. Welcome back. Sorry, we had to get everyone into the studio. Brandy in. Professor Long here in. Sorry. John Johnson, friend of the show. Both of them are at this point. This is really cool. So, the Balloonigan Blast. I like this. Fill me in on how this idea came to be.
Well, I was doing some magic tricks that require balloons. And I also invented some balloon shapes that I don't think other people are generally doing. Volleyball games, basketball games, all kinds of different unique things that were really for demonstration. Mm-hmm. I can give away a basketball game, but I can also get 4 kids on stage and we can have a basketball game with all balloons.
That's cool.
Or volleyball. So then John and I both were doing balloon-related magic tricks. And I thought, maybe we should put this together. I ran it by John.
That's me.
He came up with, like he always does, he looks at me and goes, how about Balloonigan's Blast?
Yeah, kind of based on the idea that we feel we're a couple of hooligans. So, it's just a little bit of a play on words there.
It ties in. This is so. Take me through this. So you're also going to let local nonprofits experience this too, and have a really cool chance to win a fun show of Balloonigan's Blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fill me in on how this came to be, and really just what the non-for-profit's going to experience once they win.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this, and we like to be community-minded and do things like a lot of the times during our slow periods during the week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we try and go out and do shows either together or individually for, say, senior living communities and other worthy places, for lack of a better term. So we, once again, it was us two getting together, and he was like, hey, how about we try and, find a nonprofit that'd like to do this. It's something that's family and kid oriented, and we can kind of, show them what it is, because it's a new show that we put together. Yeah. And we thought, well, what better way to get that out there to help a worthy cause, bring it in and have other people enjoy it too. So can you maybe touch on that a little bit more? Or?
So there's so many worthy organizations around, and as we were doing this, we got a lot of responses. We have a really nice list of organizations that are doing beneficial things, building beds for kids that don't have sleep accommodations, PTOs that are helping fund things for children at the schools to have for activities, and some facilities for developmentally disabled adults. So we have a lot of options come pouring in, and thought, well, let's give one away, and then we can help the others by coming up with something that we called a sponsorship kit.
Right.
I'll let you describe that a little bit.
Yeah, it's basically, area businesses that the nonprofit, the Worthy Cause services have those businesses, donate to the show to bring it into this group, so that group can have an event and be a high visibility event for them to draw attention to their cause. And at the same time, it helps because our local businesses are all community minded, and they like to help out and they like to get the word out. So it's really kind of serving everyone all the way around.
I like this. Now the entry deadline is March the 2nd, right? And then March the 6th, the winners announced for the nonprofit giveaway.
Yes. We're going to draw from a top hat, CJ.
Wow, what is more appropriate than that, huh?
I like this. And now, how do we enter?
Go ahead.
There's a couple of ways. On our multiple Facebook pages, there's been the a contest announcement, and it has both a link and a QR code. So the scanning QR code, it goes directly to the Balloonigans Blast Facebook's, or actually website sign-up page, rather, a website sign-up page. And so that's the main way we've been having people sign up.
And they can also go to John Johnson Magician, Professor Longhair's Magic Show on Facebook, and they can contact us that way as well.
We have the website pulled up too, where if you type that in, it's magicalmayhemshow.com, and it's Balloonigans Blast Charity, dashes between all those words, and you can see what's included in that, a little bit about what the show's about and what Balloonigans Blast is, who can enter, how to enter. You can enter the contest by clicking on this button right here, and it'll take you to this contact form where you can fill out all the good details and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you're really on the ball with that, CJ. You think I would be more on the ball with it since I made it.
You know what's amazing? After almost 4 years of doing this show, I'm getting somewhere.
Well, I'd say so. No argument here.
So what are some of the types of tricks and because I see you have a ton of items here. What is this a demonstration of what's to come?
Yeah, because of you being so open to us coming here and playing, we just come and play. You've always allowed that, so I thought I'd bring something to play with, some toys. We call them magic tricks as well. Good thing we're in color here, because I need you to hold your hand out if you could for a minute. I'm going to give you a bunch of balloons. Now, the cool thing about balloons is they're really easy to handle, but you can do things with balloons you didn't know you could do. So I have an empty bag. Okay. I just want to demonstrate that.
It is empty.
And there we go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you put all of those colored balloons back in.
An amazing, extensive rainbow of balloon colors.
It is. Thank you.
That's my color commentary. I had to. I know it's awful, but I had to.
Now, I have a bag with lots of balloon colors, as you can see. And one of the things magicians get accused of is cheating. And we should be, because we cheat. That's guilty. What magic is. However, we don't want you to know how. So I'm going to make this more difficult for me, CJ, and you're going to pick a color out of the bag. So I have no idea in advance what color you are choosing. What color?
Oh, red. Red.
Can you show the camera? Because I mean, it doesn't work very good if I've already planted your color. But when you randomly take one, I can't do much. So I found a red here.
Okay.
Now, do me a favor. We have all of these. Drop your red balloon in the bag. Okay. Now, I'm going to have ZJ reach in again, take all the balloons out, and just show them to your audience. And it's an empty bag, and that trick goes to CJ. He did it himself. So, all right. All red balloons.
CJ.
That was awesome.
And the bag is empty.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I like that one. So this, I like this. Funny. Okay, so we also have, real quick while we're in between here, this is what John was trying to show you. Let me zoom in a little bit more if I can. There you go. I like the The online I'm getting good at this job.
Yeah, I know that.
Look at that.
DJ the superstar.
I like it.
Exact likeness, by the way.
Why don't we do this? It's 9:30. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, chat it up with the guys some more. We'll talk about Balloonigan's Blast, ways that you can see the Magical Mayhem show, and more opportunities to catch some local magic. You guys are performing everywhere, it seems like. You guys are taking off.
Yeah, we try.
And John, you're at Bossa Nova, aren't you?
Yeah, tonight.
What time?
Starting at 7:30.
Really cool.
Yeah, doing close up.
We'll do a quick break, and I got to pay a quick bill. 9:30, we'll come back and chat it up with the guys some more. You stay there, and we'll be here.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today. It's just different enough that Dr. Phil can't sue me. My intro, my music.
Doctor Who?
We'll be right back.
Wait, no, that's someone else, isn't it? Okay.
How does that make you feel? I have a great Dr. Phil impression. We'll be right back. You know, all those things.
Get a little bit of that Texas drawl in there.
Well, and then you got to, I'm telling you, I wish I could make $50 million just hearing it out. Like Judge Judy's my dream job. I would kill for that job. $50 million just to call somebody stupid and give them $5,000.
Yep.
You know? And, you know, they have to abide by it. It's your rules. So they sign the paper. Yeah. So, you know, they have to play in your kingdom, so to speak. Talk show host will do for now.
What a racket.
Yeah. We're in the wrong business.
Yeah, and have been for a long time, apparently.
With that being said, going into this, you already had a handful, more than a dozen organizations sign up for the opportunity to have this. What a great way for somebody, you mentioned it earlier, guys, if it's a fundraiser that you have planned for this coming year and you want to add to it by incorporating the magic show component of it, or if it's just one of those things where you can create a whole event based off of you guys going, that's a really good opportunity for a lot of local nonprofits.
We've been fortunate. Not only can we offer, John and I both do close-up magic, stage magic, platform magic, but we both do puppetry.
Balloons.
And we do balloon shapes.
Escapes, fire eating.
We've added to our group. We have a caricaturist named Kay Ann's Caricatures from Belleville.
Wow.
And she's an amazing caricaturist. Does pets, does whatever you want.
Can I clarify? She doesn't actually do the caricature on the pet. It's of the pet.
Of the pet and the person coming in. And then we have Kelsey from Litchfield who does face painting, Kelsey's face painting. So
you got the whole thing.
We have it all. So the idea of this was you have Magical Mayhem for any event. We can offer all of that. You make one point of contact, you write one check.
Yeah.
We go in, we do it, get it all set up and going, we pack up and leave.
That's brilliant.
One-stop shopping, my friend.
That's awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because how frustrating is it? Because you guys have all been there when you're planning a birthday party or whatever you're planning. It's like, God dang, now I got to find this guy, and then I got to go on Google again and hope that this lead even makes sense. There's a lot that goes into this. So to really eliminate it, and make it more efficient, it's really cool.
Yeah, we're eliminating the juggling they have to do. Now, we're not eliminating jugglers because jugglers are fine people. But yeah, it's that. It just that's really was the motivation for us too. It's like, hey, why not? We know this. We've done countless events, all over. So why not, make it as easy as possible for the organizers? Because, like you said, they have all sorts of things going on, and if we can lighten their load a little bit and provide some calm in that storm, then we want to do it.
Yeah.
And speaking of organizers, it's always hard. You have 10 people volunteer, right, CJ?
Yeah.
And then 3 show up.
Yep.
And so it's always on one person to get all this together. And when you're putting together bands and stage techs and vendors, and this way all your entertainment's done. You call me or John.
Yeah.
We arrange it. We walk in and we walk out, and we're doing it for the organizers. You guys out there who pull it together on your own.
And too, it's really good to note on top of it that you guys have done this for a long time, and not to date you, but just to, you guys know what you're doing at this point, and you've been able to experience a lot of different organizations and different needs and different things. So it's not like you guys are learning on the fly. You're just putting all the experience together and creating a one-stop shop to make it easier for everybody. It's not me going out there saying, well, let me Google this today and figure out how to get out of this mess. You know what I'm saying? You guys really have the track record here too.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Thank you, and we appreciate that. And yeah, not to boast or anything, but it's true. It's a matter of practicality too. As long as we've been doing it, we'd have to be complete idiots if we did, didn't have a system of some sort for a smooth operation.
Right. Going into the shows a little bit more, I know that you're performing at Bossa Nova tonight at 7.
Yeah, 7:30 actually. 7:30. And that'll be close up magic, at the bar and tables.
Tuesdays?
Yeah, every Tuesday night.
And then what other shows are coming up outside of Balloon Against Blast initiatives? Any Magical Mayhem or
Aledo?
Oh yeah, well, several hours north of here, there's a town named Aledo, and they have a historic opera house.
Wow!
So we are teaming up with for that with Professor Enigmata, who's been here on the show before.
You guys said it was successful at Little Theater too.
Yeah, we had 2 great nights, a great night and a great matinee the following day at Alton Little Theater, and they were just wonderful to work with. And now, I guess Professor Enigmata, he is originally from Aledo or that area, so he knew about this venue, and it's a great, like I said, great historic opera house. So we're going to take a show up there, and it's already in the works. That's coming up, I believe, March 21st.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's we're looking forward to that, and it's kind of really an expansion because it's the farthest that this group of kind of St. Louis-based magicians or area-based magicians have gone to perform, at least together.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's great. And now, also, you were talking about the Mystical Mayhem show that's coming soon.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. So we really enjoy doing family-friendly shows with kids and their parents, but it's also something that we wanted to do was get out there and entertain the adults. And I did attend an Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy one time, and I kind of drew from that idea was we can do magic set to that mysterious Edgar Allan Poe kind of setting. And so we're working on getting this out there before long, where
I'm going to pause real quick. We're following something here on RiverBender.com. We'll come back to our conversation here.
Sure.
As you see here, an alert was issued by Wash U.S. Police are checking buildings in the vicinity of Brookings Hall after reports of a person with a weapon. There is no confirmation at this time. As you see at 9:34, there was an all-call put out by regional media just a few minutes ago about a potential of an active shooter. There is no confirmation of an active shooter yet at this time, but as you see on that alert, they're advising everyone on campus to remain in place, and if they saw an armed person to run, hide, or fight. Updates will be coming through at emergency.washu.edu. RiverBender.com will be following this story. We'll take a quick break just to reset, but we are following this morning. The news team is, and so am I. We'll keep you updated right here on your Daily Dose of Local.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today. Daily Show. Oh man, 9:42. And we're back in with the Balloonigans Blast, Magical Mayhem, the whole 9 yards. I like the way that this has grown over the last couple of years. We were talking about Huffing and Puffing, and I'm still pissed about that slot machine. I mean, I am still mad about Huff and Puff. Yeah. With that being said, going in, I see a lot more opportunity here to have some fun.
We never stop.
Let's do this. I'm excited. What are we doing next?
So, once again, this is more of a science-related trick.
Okay.
And you're going to do the science part.
Okay.
I, again, want to keep it random, so I have a bag of balloons, all different colors. I don't know how well you can see. CJ's going to reach in just to make sure. Just grab one color balloon, whatever comes out of there.
I was going to say, if it's red again.
We know what he likes. So you have a blue, flat, unblown up balloon. Mm-hmm. So you just drop it into that pan. And then what I'm going to have you do, I'll put this lid on this pan right here. Has little holes in the top, very minuscule, tiny holes.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll take this straw and just blow the balloon up through the hole.
Okay.
Kind of like a breathalyzer, only not.
I've never had to take one yet for anybody that's getting smart out there.
And we believe you, CJ.
Okay, let's see.
That was a great job.
Oh, you're under the limit. And he blew it up.
No
So give him a hand. It's not easy to do, but you must have some lung power, my friend.
Oh my
there
goodness.
you go.
Man, that might get me some party points there. If they can't do that, I don't know if you talk to them later.
Yeah, good job there, Professor.
Oh my God, that was wonderful. John, what do we have over here? I'm nosy. Balloons fear me. What is this? Is it a knife?
Well, it's not a porcupine.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
I don't know either.
Oh!
It is a giant needle. And a balloon.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to push this needle into a balloon.
I'm standing back.
All right. Here we go. Push the needle into the balloon. Ho-ho! There we go.
No way.
All the way through.
All right.
And... Look out for the shrapnel, CJ.
Oh my goodness. I like that one. That was good. Oh my goodness. That's not the first time I've heard a loud pop with somebody in front of me. That's why I moved back.
Didn't want you to hit the ground there, buddy.
I don't have any bodyguards, so I'm kind of down whenever I'm down anyway, you know. I like this. Well, you know, I think it's so cool that you guys are doing the balloon part of it, because you can have a lot of fun. And hell, John, even when you did the Breakfast with Santa event, you know, I mean, we were talking about it. The balloon guy, you needed a fast pass just to go and see. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, kids love balloons, and adults too, because we've done a balloon event.
Oh yeah.
You know, for adults, at the Prairie Inn, they had a Dolly Parton party. So
we have photos.
Yeah. Yeah,
we made a couple guys into Dolly.
Yeah. There were some Dolly guys that you would not ever suspect or imagine wanting to be Dolly-esque, shall we say?
Not the typical MO, huh?
No, not at all.
We have the right balloons.
Yeah.
So what is the takeaway now as we are getting ready to wrap up here in the next couple of minutes? How do we the big takeaway is signing up if you're a nonprofit for this. There's already over a dozen that have registered.
Yes.
You guys are going to pick March the 6th. Is it going to be on Facebook Live, or how are we going to do this?
The drawing is going to be on it's going to be a live event on Facebook. We'll do. Perfect. Because we're magicians, and people don't trust us because we're deceptive, we lie, we cheat, and things like that. So we thought we need to have this as open and as honest as we can possibly be. And so that's going on. And touching on what you said earlier about expanding. 2026, we're really trying to come on strong with our expanding the offerings of school programs, the Mystical Mayhem adult. You think of that as a mystical, magical, and dangerous. Well, dangerous to me because I'll be doing the dangerous stuff. Dinner theater type experience for people. Of course, Balloon and Blast will expand that. Our Magical Mayhem show, both solo and together. So we're just and when we have shows appropriate for high schools, grade schools, colleges, a wide range of adults, seniors. I mean, just and like I said, whether it's stage or close-up, the close-up I do at Bossa Nova is mainly, it's for, it's a bar and restaurant, martini bar, so it's adult-focused, but we have it, and we're just trying to cover as much as we can for the area and use our experience and create some fun and distraction and entertainment for people all around our area.
And I'm going to be at Tie-Dye Iguana Birthday Bash on March, I think it's March 7th or 6th, but I'm really excited to do that. I just did a big convention for them, reptile convention recently in Collinsville, so it was great. At the fountains. It was wonderful.
That's awesome. Well, we'll link ways that you guys can stay up to date on. I've loved every bit of this. This was all fun today. Thanks, guys, for stopping by.
Well, thanks for playing with it.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more for you on this 9 o'clock hour. You guys stay there and hobby.
Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Daily Show. Happy Friday to all of you. What a good show. What a great week. Life's looking good. Oh, coming up on the show, we are full next week, and I'm looking forward to all of it. We got Striding and Surviving, Hainer Library, GHR Contracting, the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, Mustache March for PD, Elite Fitness, Lacey McDonald. We got Sydney. So many other folks joining the show. Going to be a good one all next week. Until we talk again, my friends, enjoy 70 degrees. Is 4 hours of work worth missing out on 70s in February and March? It's up to you. We'll find out. Hey, until I talk to you again, try your best to stay out of jail.